Happy Monday, friends. Yeah, it's Monday, baby. Let's go. So I wanted to just pop on real fast. Want to bring you guys on my workout and hopefully deliver something that would be of value to you. And if it's not, I'm sure it's going to be of value to me. But we'll wait for a couple of you guys to hop on. I want to talk about one of the principles that I've learned that took me from where I was a few short years ago to where we're at now. What's up, Michelle? It's good to see you. Berlin Robinson, what's up? You guys share this video. We're about to get down and dirty, talk about one of the biggest factors that will take you from where you're at right now, I promise you, to where you want to go. Okay? From where you're at right now, I promise you to where you want to go. So before I do that, I want to flip this camera around and I want to show you guys one of the biggest houses on a hill where I live. I appreciate you too. So you guys see that house up there? You see that? You guys put some hearts if you see that house. I don't know if I can zoom into it. Oh, there it is. You see that one up there? You see that? All right. Put some hearts if you see a couple hearts coming in. What's up, Ernestine? Ernestine, my god sister. So stay on because I'm going to talk about something that's pretty important. We're taking you from where you want to be to where you want to go. So I showed you that house up here on this hill because that's probably the largest house that's up here in my neighborhood. Well, my kids actually call that house, they say Richie Rich lives there. And if you guys listen to me, thank you for sharing this video and for you guys popping on. So good to see you. If you guys will listen to me enough, then you know um, much of what I talk about and much of what I do is not about the material. It's more about the spiritual and it's more about the relational. But success is success. Success is whatever you define is successful to you. Sometimes that might be physical success, sometimes that might be mental, sometimes emotional, sometimes spiritual, sometimes relational. But basically, hopefully, all of you guys you realize where you're at right now, and hopefully, you guys got goals. Now, years ago, I for some reason or another, I lost hope. And if you guys ever lose hope before, maybe you're in a relationship and you're like, damn, dude, I don't see any way into this thing or I don't see any way out of this thing. Maybe you're in a job situation right now and you're like, this is the best it's going to get for me. Maybe in your financial situation right now, you're thinking, man, this is as good as it gets. I'm not sure. Like I see other people that's doing stuff. I see other people that's elevating. I know it's COVID right now, but dang, this is about as good as it's going to get. I don't really see anybody around me that's really elevating or doing anything bigger with their life. You know, I was out there with Mary uh, last week, actually, in Maui, and sometimes we can just lose hope. Any of you guys ever had that before? So, one of the biggest things, I'll try to make this quick, man, and I really want you to catch this. One of the biggest things that will take you from where you're at right now to where you want to go, at least it took me from where I was to where I wanted to go, was literally just saying this line, and I want you to repeat it with me. If they can do it, so can I. Let me say that again. It's literally just saying this line right now. If they can do it, so can I. I want you guys to think about the most successful people that you know, either directly or indirectly. And I say indirectly because maybe you don't know them personally, but maybe they are a friend of a friend. Maybe you just seen them on TV. Maybe you seen them on a news channel. Heck, you may, maybe you went on a trip and you just saw these people and they had something that you wanted. Maybe it was a 35-year marriage, right? Maybe it was a loving and supportive spouse. Maybe it was financial blessings. Maybe it was a house. Years ago, this is what I would do. I remember I'm in this group. I still got the same group of friends from high school to this day. We're all in a text thread. One of my buddies, all of my buddies are highly, highly intelligent. I've always been sort of the dumb one in the group, right? And I'm okay with saying that. All of my buddies are smarter than me. I never been the super smart guy when it comes to academics. And so one of my buddies went to law school and ended up becoming an attorney. And as he got out of law school and as he got with his first firm, he started looking at properties that was, in my opinion, pretty expensive. At this time, my wife and I were renting a little condo. We were struggling to pay about $1,100 a month. If anything went wrong in our monthly budget, then it would literally ruin our relationship for that whole month. If the air conditioning went out, or a tire went flat on the car, or unexpected expense came up, then we were at odds with each other because we just didn't have a lot of margin. And so, as he would send over these listings of houses that they were looking at in basically Seal Beach, California, I would always open up the listing and I would close it right away because in my mind, I would say, I can't do that. Any of you guys ever do that? Any of you guys ever, maybe you want to lose some weight and you had a friend that lost a ton of weight, but you don't even, you don't even sort of acknowledge that that's a possibility for you. And so you close it off in your mind, just like I would close those text messages, and you would say, that's good for him, but I can't do that. Maybe it's somebody that you know that just elevated financially, and you say, yeah, that's good for them, but I can't do that. Maybe it's somebody you know that moved out of that rundown neighborhood that both of you guys were in, and somehow they found a way out. And you say, you know what, that's good for Ray Ray and them, but shoot, man, I can't do that. Or maybe it's someone who were, where had the same issues in their marriage or their relationship like you do, and for somehow, I don't know, they figured it out and now they got a thriving, loving relationship. And you look at them and you say, man, that's good for Tony and them, but shoot, I can't do that. Any of you guys ever do that? Maybe you've been wanting to leave your job for a long time and you saw another coworker leave and just explode with success and freedom. But you say, you know what, that's good for them, but man, I can't do that. I'm telling you right now, the best thing you can do to go from where you're at to where you want to be is to develop a mindset of a winner. Let me say that again. Is to develop the mindset of a winner. You see, when I was closing those tabs, when my buddy would send over those listings, and those houses would be listed for 500,000, 600,000, and I'm renting a tiny apartment, and I would say, man, that's good for them, but shoot, I can't do that, man. I can't even qualify for a loan. That is a mindset of a loser. Let me just say that again. That is a loser's mentality. The way you go from where you are right now to where you want to go is you develop a mindset of a winner. And a winner would say, you know what, my buddy is doing that, dang, then it's possible for me to do it too. If he's doing it, I know I can do it. That is a mindset of a winner. And I lost that mindset for a long time. I used to have it when I was in high school and college, especially playing sports. I would see someone else out on the football field, and if they rush for 300 yards one night, 4 or 5 touchdowns, I would say, you know what? The next time I get out there, I'm going to run for 400 yards and 6 touchdowns. If they can do it, I can do it too. I had that mindset in high school and college. And then when I graduated, I started working. I got married, had a kid, got stuck at a job. I lost that mindset and I turned into a loser's mentality. And that's why in my life, losers' reality start to show up. And then I went to a training to where all these people were winning, and something snapped inside of me in July of 2020. And what snapped inside of me was that loser's mindset started to evaporate and a winner's mindset popped in. I saw all these people living the lives that they wanted. They were walking across stage, accepting awards. People were clapping and cheering for them. They were, they basically were living the life that I wanted to, where they could do whatever it is that they want. And finally, it snapped back in, and I said, you know what? Damn it! If those people can do it, I can do it too. And that winner's mentality popped back in. And now that winner's mentality has been here ever since. So, why about 5 minutes ago I showed you that biggest house that's on a hill? Because now I don't look at little bitty listings anymore. You know, we were out in Hawaii last week, and even my wife was sending me listings that before I wouldn't even entertain. Why? Because if someone sends you a listing of 6, 7, 8 million dollar property, before I would close it off and I would say, you know what, that might be for somebody else. That might be for, a professional basketball player. That might be for a professional baseball player. That might be for an entertainer. That might be for the executives or CEO, you know, Microsoft or something like that. Now I don't do that. If somebody, I do it with everything. I saw a guy running 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours straight. You know what my brain said? Well, damn, dude, that guy can do it. I can do it too. So you know what I did? I recruited a whole bunch of guys to come do it. And so that's just how it is with everything. Personal life, spiritual life, eh, financial life, business life, relationship life, uh, fitness life, uh, anything. Learn to change your mindset from, man, that's possible for them, or maybe that's for them, to simply saying, if they can do it, I can do it too. And then one of the best things you can do is just find out how the hell did they do it and copy everything step by step. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that it brought you value on this Monday. I'm so fired up. It's been such a great day. If you've been with me today, you would see what an integrated life is all about with kids, family, fun, business, now working out, only to go back home, shower and change to run a couple more trainings. That's just what we do. Share this video if it helped you. I'm excited for all of us to kick ass and to elevate and to really go to where we want to be. Remember, man, success is actually really easy. This is how easy it is to be really successful. You find out what the successful people are doing and you do it over and over and over again, even if you don't feel like it. The way that we fail is if we literally do what the opposite of successful people do over and over and over again. And after a day or two, not a big deal. But after a week, a month, a couple years, you start to see where the unsuccessful people went wrong and where the successful people went wrong. Successful people literally just do a whole bunch of things that unsuccessful people are not willing to do. And that goes from investing money. I was unsuccessful years ago because I didn't take at least 10 to 20% of my income and invest it every month. It's not that I couldn't do it, it's just that I wouldn't do it. I didn't have the discipline. I was unsuccessful years ago in my physical health. Why? Because unlike me being out here in the middle of the day going 6 miles, my ass would decide to sit on the couch and eat unhealthy food. So it wasn't that I couldn't eat healthy, or I couldn't exercise. It's just that I didn't, or I only did it once or twice in a week and thought that was good instead of becoming the person that literally does it every day, right? It's just what we do. So successful people just do the opposite of unsuccessful people. Now they don't feel like it all the time. That's the one thing I learned is they don't feel like it. It's not like they wake up every day and they're like, yeah, I feel like doing this. No, they just become really disciplined in doing a whole bunch of things that unsuccessful people just are not willing to do, like taking risks. It's not that the really successful people feel like taking risks all the time. They just learn to do it. They learn to separate from emotions, the emotion of, I don't feel like working out today. Damn it, that has nothing to do with you being successful, right? You do it because it becomes a habit and it becomes a part of you. It's just what we do. I don't always feel like doing like 80% of the things that I do every day, but I do it because it must be done. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be the same guy I was 8 years ago with no freaking freedom in my life, all fat and sloppy on high blood pressure medication, CPAP machines. Gotta ask my boss if I could take a day off, excited about 1 or 2 weeks of vacation, not being able to stay in the hotel rooms that I want to, can't really support my kids the way that I want to, don't have the financial ability, not setting legacies, stuff like that because I don't feel like it. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Get up and go do it because it needs to be done. I hope that this helped.